That's President Donald Trump addressing world leaders at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. President Trump touched on a lot of issues surrounding the Greenland policy that we've had a lot of outrage from world leaders about. While addressing world leaders, President Trump began his speech by saying that Europe is not heading in the right direction. He touched on issues, questions that have been raised by world leaders following some of the recent U.S. policies that we have seen. President Trump also touched on ending the wars. He touted his work ending wars around the world during his zero term, saying that world leaders do not necessarily appreciate the United States. He's also touched on the Greenland, which has sparked some outrage in the past few days. He says that the U.S. will not use force on Greenland. He has also called for negotiations, immediate negotiations over Greenland. He has said that the United States is the only one that can protect the giant mass of land that we see in Greenland, and this is safe for the United States itself and the European Union. He has made a clear statement ruling out that there will be any attempt to use force on that territory. Well, he also touched on the 2020 election, which brought in former President Joe Biden into power. He insists rather that this election was rigged and that people who were involved in this will be prosecuted, as he dug back into the rhetoric about the 2020 election. President Trump also talked about the capture of the former Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro. He said the Venezuelan territory were able to cooperate with the United States, and he says that the country will make more money in the next 6 months than the last 20 years, and every major oil company in the United States is going to work with the U.S. But President Trump also boasted about some of the economic and domestic policies that we've seen in the U.S. in the past 1 year. He says this is an economic miracle, and while residents of the United States may not have seen the immediate effect of these policies, that in the long run it will be a win for the consumers in the U.S. The president also denounced the world shift away from carbon-based energy. He says that he called it a green new scam, perhaps calling it one of the sham in history of not just the United States, but the world. He has also questioned NATO's commitment to the United States. He was, defending the U.S., asking whether the transatlantic alliance will be there for the United States. Well, the World Economic Forum continues. That's President Trump, who just gave his statement addressing world leaders, with almost all world leaders are present. We're on this story, and we bring you more updates as soon as we can. With that said, on World Now, for more updates on the stories we're monitoring, you can visit our website on www.tvc News.tv. You can also follow us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News. And on YouTube, we are live at TVC News Nigeria. I'm Olamide Adeyemi. Thanks for watching.